that you aren't just responsible for yourself, but for the society too.
Hey Kirti, how are you?
Hi, Anmol. I'm absolutely fine. What about you?
I'm totally fine. So Kirti, coming to Kirti, guys,
Great.
Kirti is just 20. She's in her final year of BCA and she has a very beautiful Instagram page and all she talks about is freelancing, branding and business at such a young age. So Kirti, my initial question to you is that how did you get into freelancing so early?
Okay. First of all, thank you so much, Anmol, for inviting me on this session. And yeah, so I just started my freelancing at the age of 18 when I was pursuing BCA. In the first year, we had just had a workshop of PHP in our college, and I used to make projects based on HTML and all those things, web designing projects. Then I just showed those projects, showed my work to a company, and gave a quick interview, and they just hired me. Then over there, I just had training about all the things that whatever I've learned today. And after, like for example, I joined in June, then in October I got my first freelancing project, which was based on front end designing. It was from US, and it was really good project. It was of $150, and it was so such a happy moment for me. Yeah, so this is how I started my freelancing.
That's amazing. So, Kirti, you are still young. Still, you've gotten a 2 to 3 year of experience into this field. So, talking about taking an example of myself, right now I'm sitting free due to COVID. I'm locked in home, but I want to freelance. I want to earn money. So, what advice do you have for me? How do I initiate freelancing at this point in time?
Okay, like for starting a freelancing, if you are new to, if you are newbie to a freelancing platforms, what you can do is first you can work for people which are not for free. For free, like you can tell them that I have this particular skills with me. I can build, for example, if you talk about website, I can build this website for you for free. You can build websites, and you have to just manage up a portfolio with yourself, and after the portfolio you can go and contact to the higher companies or higher clients for the freelancing things. You can show them that this is the work I have done in my past few years, and you can go with that further.
So, Kirti, coming to my third question. So, what mediums did you use initially? Where did you put yourself out for service on freelancing? What all portals were you using to get opportunities in freelancing?
Okay, so it was like for the first time when I started, it wasn't actually fixed. It was just by luck or by initiative. What I used to do is I was so fond of posting content on social media just for no reason. I was just fond of, like, whatever I'm learning, I used to put it on social media. Suddenly a day, one of a client from US reached me through my social media and said that, yeah, you are a web developer. What technologies you have knowledge about? I answered all the questions, and we had a chat. We had a communicative talk, and then he just hired me. So social media was my first platform I pursued for the freelancing work. Then later on, I used to find more clients when I get to know that, yeah, this is the platform from where I could get my business. Then after social media, I pursued for Upwork. I've done bidding. I have pursued Upwork and all the other platforms like Fiverr and everything.
Right. So, you're saying that having the digital presence is very important to get any freelance work, first of all.
Yeah,
Second,
absolutely.
so Kirti, coming to my very important question that I feel is that we see people listed for freelancing jobs, right? We have
Yeah.
people bidding, you bid for a project. So what makes me lucrative that the employer hires me? Well, how do you bid? How do you present yourself? How do you build up your social profile that you get opportunities in freelancing easily?
It's not fixed. Like it totally depends on what kind of business you actually have. For example, like what I do is I work in most of the time websites, developing software. So I would give example to relate it to that only. Now, if I have a website, if I want to hire some client, what I will do is I will put content on social media based on my niche, which is web development or app development. I will put some tips related to it, that how we improve. Like, it's not the thing that we have to promote our business on social media. What we have to do is we have to provide value to the audience on our social media page. What it will do is it will create a impact of faith on the towards client, that yeah, this person have this much knowledge, he or she shares this knowledge to their audience. Then obviously that person will think that yeah, this is the person I must pursue, then he can go for the interview. If everything will be present on our page, that thing will improve the faith, and absolutely, in one word, it can be a portfolio for us.
So Kirti, coming to a very important question that I feel, that kid, this is a time when we are seeing job cuts happening, and people losing their jobs, and people are switching to self-employment in some way or the other. You have been in
Yeah.
this freelancing space for 3 years. Matlab,
Yeah.
I don't know whether my question is relevant or not, but can freelancing earn you a household? Can it run your household entirely if you make it a prime focus, and if you give a lot of your time into it? Can freelancing run your household?
Absolutely, it can. Like, I just had job for only 1 month, 2 months, that's it. Other than from past 3 years, I have been maintaining my household only on behalf of freelancing. So it can absolutely, but what it demands is the effort, struggle, and the hustle, everything. If you have a consistency in your work, if you have a discipline in your work, it can absolutely be helpful for maintaining a household.
Right. So Kirti, another question that just struck my mind was that
Yeah.
if you were employer and I am a freelancer, assumingly, so
Okay.
what qualities would you see in me while picking and choosing between people who bid? What have you realized in
Okay.
this point of time?
Yeah, this is quite an interesting question. Well, how I do, uh, like, it can be like taking an interview, something like this. So what I will do is, first I will have a communicative talk with you before hiring you as a freelancer, or as any team member, or as an employee as well. First of all, I will judge you on your communication skills, because it is the first thing that everybody notices of, whether you are in the sales marketing, whether you are in website development, anything. What requires is communication skills. If you are able to make other person understand that what you are trying to say and how will you do this particular thing, how will you develop this software, then that's the must thing that you must have. So first of all, I will judge the person on the basis of the communication skill by having a either face-to-face talk or a video call or a audio call. Other thing I would do is I would ask questions. If the person is okay for his communication skill, then I will go for his skills in that particular language. For example, we'll talk about Python. I will ask him the questions related to Python, what he has done. I will see his past work based on his questionnaire, answering everything.
So that was really nice, Kirti. So coming to my concluding question to you. So Kirti, you
Yeah,
have been in this space for 3-4 years, right? So to
yeah,
the people watching you, okay, somebody requires somebody all the time. If I have to get some
sure.
things done, I require a freelancer all the time. To all the people watching, what all services have you been providing lately?
Well, from the starting, I started my services with website development. And moving on, I step by step I took some bigger projects. Then I went up with web development, app development, and now we are providing marketing services as well. So this is all we provide: software development, web development, app development, and every type of app, hybrid and natives app. And other thing we provide is marketing services as well. So I'm really thankful to God that I have such a good, faithful bunch of team with me. So that's all our myself. And yeah, even in fact, thinking to grow more as I
Right,
can.
right. So Kirti, you're very young. At the age of 20, you guys are handling teams and working on projects. That's really appreciable. And whatever
Thank you so
you've
much.
shared your knowledge about, I definitely feel that would be helping out to people in knowing about, the basics of freelancing as well. And
Yeah.
whosoever listening to us is interested in knowing about more, Kirti has a
Yeah.
page on Instagram, and I'll leave the link in the description. Just go and talk to her. And if there's something you require coming into freelancing, web development, or any of the digital marketing services, she'll be free to help you guys. And whatever she has to
Absolutely.
offer, she'll teach you on that. So, Kirti, thank you so much for joining and sharing your knowledge.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Anmol.
Bye.
Welcome. Well,
Bye.